Noel Hanley, teacher and dancer with the Mobile Ballet in Mobile, Alabama, shares some of her dance experiences with Dance is Life.
My first real dance memory, I was probably 7. It was the first time I got my very first pair of jazz shoes, and I slept with them next to my bed. I made sure that they were placed right there, and I was super excited to get them. I think from the beginning when I was little, I always kind of danced around. I had an older sister and would mimic her, and couldn't stand still when there was music. I played the violin when I was little, but I hated it because I couldn't stand still, and you have to stand still to play the violin. So my mom was like, "Okay, maybe we should dance instead." Probably one of the biggest was when I got into a professional company, and that first day is very that's a big time. It's like you're finally doing what you want to, and you're being paid to do what you want to, and just being in the atmosphere where you dance all day was just kind of overwhelming and exciting, because that's what I always wanted to do. Danced since I was little, and then I went to college. I was a dance major in college, so to finally get there and be there that day was really awesome. I really think that going to college first is really good nowadays, just because I felt like I really matured as a dancer in my performance quality, and I guess that was a big part of the dance program at Alabama. You know, everything was about the performance and professionalism that way, and I think it really helped in the long run as a professional dancer. And if you are a dance major, you put a lot of time into dance, so make sure that you still have time for your studies. But I think it's good to not just be so focused on just your school stuff, to have that extra dance stuff to get away to, which you love. And I felt kind of helped me through college, through all that hard stuff. It was when I was stressed out with tests, I could go take a ballet class, and I was like, okay, so it's kind of the way I express myself, I guess. And like I said, when I'm stressed out or I'm upset, when I take dance, my head just kind of clears to everything, and that's all I think about is just what's happening right then and there, and in tune with my body, and kind of all that other stuff. You just don't think about it, and I think that's a good, almost like meditating, but to music and movement. Yeah. I really think it's a shame, because I think it is good for kids to be well-rounded. I think it helps with their studies and rhythm, and just, I don't know, and I hate that, especially in the South. I feel like the arts are kind of forgotten about a lot, and maybe because the football is so, in sports are so popular and just so pushed through the schools and everything, that everything else kind of, especially in the arts, gets put to the side, which is sad, because I think it should, there should be an emphasis on that. It helps with creativity and everything, I think, for kids to think a different way than you would, in a, I don't know, I guess in, your right-brained or left-brained, you know what I'm saying? So I think that creative side with the music and the creativity is good for growing minds. I was so lucky to have Mobile Ballet to teach and to dance, because I still also dance, not just teach. There's such a professionalism here that's different from any other studios. I feel like the training is top-notch and very professional. The kids are beautiful dancers, and he brings in a lot of professionals to dance with the girls, which I think is a good experience for them to see and take class and watch the older girls and professional dancers. So I'm super lucky, and I really enjoy it. I really do. I feel like as I get older, I find myself really enjoy teaching. As you get older, your body hurts, and I still love to dance, but things are harder and they hurt, and if I don't get to take class as much as I'd like to take class, to be in my, to be at my best dance-wise. And I really enjoy teaching. I like to pass my love of dance to kids, because I'm so passionate about it. It's such a big part of my life that I try to let the kids know that, and hopefully they take something from that. and I like to be real involved when I teach. I don't just sit there and give combinations. I'm real into it, and kids probably think I'm crazy, but but hopefully they'll remember something and take something from my class.
Right.
For a while there, it was kind of something that, if we're going to choose something, let's not take dance. Because I think a lot of people don't look, when they're little, it's not, well, she's going to be a prima ballerina. It's she likes ballet and she's going to, it's an extracurricular activity. But for a while there, I think it did kind of have a, people struggled and it was hard, especially too with ticket sales. People weren't paying for entertainment as much, so our ticket sales were down, which kind of hurt us. But I have to say this year everything has been really good, so we're happy about that. That's kind of funny to think about it because ballet in general started out as like a royals dance, and that was kind of it. But dance has been a huge part of people's lives from way back. It's part of culture. It was used for religious rituals and all kinds of things. So I think that's kind of a funny thing because dance is really, I think, just over time has really been a big part of human beings. Actually, the Mobile schools they do have a dance department. I'm not too sure how big they are. I know that they do have them, and I know across the bay in Baldwin County, I actually have a friend of mine who was a dance major with me. He's now in charge of the dance department at Fairhope High School. Super excited for him, and hopefully, and I think he's going to do some good stuff over there. Our Discover Dance program is we do school shows for the kids during the week of the school, and the tickets are cheaper, and they're only $5. And it's usually classes that come, big like field trip groups, and it's a good way to expose kids who wouldn't necessarily get to come to the ballet to be able to come and see the full-length ballet. We don't do a shortened version, so they're really getting to see the full-length classical ballets. At intermission, they bring some of the dancers out and they can ask questions, and the kids I think the kids really enjoy it, and especially kids who don't get to come to things like that on a regular basis, that they get to come with their school and see. Like I said, it's been such a big part of my life. It's what I've done since I was 5, and I just hope that one day that my love of dance and passion will pass on to my students and to audiences. I hope that the audience sees that when I dance, because that's what it's for. You dance not only for yourself, but you also dance for the audience.